Hi friends, we're going to try something a little different today for writing. We are going to describe something, and I'll tell you what we're going to describe here in a minute, but I want to tell you first how we're going to describe this thing, okay? We are going to describe it using our five senses. And what I mean by that is we're going to describe how this thing looks. We're going to use our eyes, describe how it's going to look, how it looks. We're going to describe how it smells with our nose. We're going to describe how it feels with our hand, and how it sounds with our ears, and how it tastes with our mouth. The thing that we're going to describe today in our writing is our favorite snack. Now I'm going to do this first to describe, to show you how to do this. And then you're going to do the same thing on a page that looks very similar to this on Seesaw, okay? With your favorite snack, okay? My favorite snack is popcorn. So I am going to write popcorn up here because that's going to be my title. And I'm also, just because, I'm going to draw a little picture. Doesn't have to be fancy, just fun, okay? I'm going to think of how I would describe popcorn, okay? Using my different senses. I would say that popcorn looks, if I were to look at popcorn, I would say that popcorn looks white. It's white. It also looks bumpy. So, oh, I wish my line was a little longer. White. I'll say and I'll write it right underneath. Popcorn looks white and bumpy. Okay. You still see that? There we go. Popcorn smells let's say it smells buttery, because when I think of popcorn and think of smelling popcorn, I think of smelling butter, oh, maybe salty. It smells salty, although you can't really smell salt, can you? I'll think about that salty. I'll think about that word where I can put that later. It feels popcorn. Popcorn feels soft. It's pretty soft. It's not usually hard. Soft. And oh, you know what? If it's just been popped, it feels warm to touch it, right? So I'll say soft and warm. Now, when you're doing yours, if you think of one way to describe how it looks, you don't have to put two things. If you think of two, you can write two, or if you think of many things, you can write many things there. This is going to be yours, okay? So you write it however you want. Let's see. Well, the next thing that we can say is popcorn sounds. How does it sound? Well, when it's being made, when it's being cooked, you can hear it pop. So I could say, how does it sound? I'll write the word pop. And I think I'm gonna put some action lines around it because it's kind of hard to explain that sound or to describe that sound. I'll just put the word pop with action lines. Sounds pop. Oh, and then when you're chewing it, when you're eating it, it sounds crunchy. I can write crunchy. And last thing, popcorn tastes, it tastes buttery. I can write buttery here. Oh, you know what? Buttery, and then remember I said the word salty when I was talking about how it smelled? Well, you can't really smell salt, but you sure can taste it. So I can put salty down here. I can put salty with how it tastes. Here. So I have my the different ways to describe popcorn. Okay, popcorn looks white and bumpy. I can tell how popcorn smells. It smells buttery. I can tell that it feels soft and warm. I can say that popcorn sounds pop, like a popping noise, and crunchy. When you eat it, it sounds crunchy. Popcorn tastes buttery and salty. Now, friends, a couple things that I want you to think about when you are doing your own. I want you to think of something else, some other favorite treat, favorite snack to write about. If popcorn is your favorite, please pick your second favorite because I want you to do this yourself, okay? One of the other things that I want you to think about is when you're writing, I want you to really focus on using your senses, okay? I don't want you to get too worried about spelling. I don't want you to worry too much about, we don't have to have, they're not sentences, so we don't have to have capital letters and periods. It's just a list, so we don't need to worry about good things that sentences need right now. Don't worry about that. Really focus, really worry about your senses. What does your treat or your snack taste like? What does it look like? What does it smell like? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? Okay, that is what I want you to focus on for this writing assignment, okay? Don't worry about spelling. Don't worry about capital letters and periods. It's just a list. It's a quick, very quick thing to tell how popcorn is. Describe popcorn, or not popcorn for you, but your snack, okay? Very quick. All right, good job.